Trying to keep up with everything happening in real estate, it can feel like a whole job in itself, can't it? New tech, new trends popping up all the time,
It really can. Things move fast.
which is exactly why we do the deep dive. We want to cut through all that noise and, pull out the crucial stuff for you, the learner.
And today, we're diving into something really transformative. We're looking at how cloud-based solutions and virtual tours are basically reshaping the whole industry.
Exactly. We've been digging into a whole stack of material, articles covering the benefits of cloud for real estate businesses, the cybersecurity side, which is so important,
Oh, good call.
the impact of cloud AI, the role of CRM, customer relationship management, plus a case study on actually implementing a cloud platform.
Right. And we also looked at how cloud tech is spreading in residential sales, the benefits of specific software, and of course, the huge rise of virtual tours.
So, our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear. Pull out the key insights. How are these technologies actually changing the way real estate gets done? We're talking efficiency, security, new ways to actually see and experience properties.
Let's get into it. Where should we start? Cloud adoption seems like the logical place.
Yeah, okay, so cloud adoption. It wasn't that long ago, really, that the industry felt kind of stuck, Localized software, mountains of paper.
That's spot on. Very manual processes.
Yeah.
But the need for, well, just getting things done faster and more efficiently, plus big leaps in the tech itself, that's really pushed this shift to cloud tools.
The big difference being you can access everything from anywhere now.
Exactly. Data, applications. It just makes operations so much more flexible.
And a lot of this is powered by something called cloud AI. Now, I've heard the term, but maybe break it down for us. What does it actually mean in a real estate context?
Okay, so think of cloud AI as bringing artificial intelligence power to real estate, but through the internet.
Yeah.
Instead of needing, massive computers on site,
Yeah.
these AI capabilities are delivered via cloud computing. This means you could do real-time analysis of absolutely huge data sets without needing all that traditional hardware.
So it's not just storage, it's active intelligence running in the cloud. What are the key pieces of that? What makes up cloud AI for real estate?
Well, there are a few core components. You've got machine learning algorithms. These learn from historical property data to spot trends, predict future movements.
Okay.
Then there's big data analytics. That's about processing just vast amounts of market info almost instantly. Predictive modeling uses those insights to forecast things like property values or market shifts. And underpinning it all is the cloud infrastructure itself, the computing power, the storage needed to run everything.
So how does this actually, plug into the day-to-day work of a real estate agent or a broker?
It's getting integrated in some really fundamental ways. It enables incredibly detailed market analysis, like looking at millions of data points all at once.
Millions. Wow.
Yeah. It gives you real-time insights, the absolute latest market intelligence, and it really improves risk assessment for investments. Essentially, by processing info faster and, frankly, more reliably, cloud AI changes how pros value homes, develop investment strategies, predict market trends, the works.
That ability to analyze millions of points simultaneously, what kind of real-world edge does that give, like for figuring out a property's value?
Well, think about it. Cloud AI can look at everything at once. Neighborhood changes, local economic indicators, historical prices, architectural styles, property condition, closeness to schools or shops.
All of it together.
All together. So you get valuations that are much more accurate than the old ways. It reduces individual bias, gives you assessments that are more objective, more transparent.
Okay, so beyond the heavy-duty number crunching for valuations, cloud tech also offers some really practical tools, right? I saw mention of things like cloud file storage, like OneDrive. How do those impact daily operations?
Oh, they make a huge difference. Imagine having all your essential documents, legal forms, deeds, contracts, client info, all in one central place you can access from anywhere.
Game changer for agents on the road.
Absolutely. Instantly boosts productivity. They can share property photos, documents with clients right there on the spot. And better file management. Just being organized speeds up the whole buying and selling process. No more hunting through emails or physical files.
Sounds like a massive improvement over being chained to a desk or lugging around paper files. What about teamwork when multiple people need to work on a deal?
Yeah, these platforms are great for collaboration. You can usually set specific permissions, who sees what, who can edit what. Features like commenting right on documents, integrating with office suites like Zoho. It makes teamwork seamless, even remotely. Plus, many integrate with e-signature tools like Zoho Sign, so you can close deals digitally. Huge time saver. The key insight really is that cloud storage shifts agents from being desk-bound to being agile, deal makers on the move.
So it's not just convenience, it's actually changing the workflow. And responding faster to client questions, how does having everything in one spot help there?
Well, when all the docs are easy to find, agents can pull up that floor plan or that disclosure or the agreement instantly, answer questions right away.
Got it.
They can share files securely to control access, set passwords, expiration dates, track who's viewed things. Some even let you embed property photos right onto your website. It's about having the info at your fingertips.
And what about the really critical piece, keeping all that sensitive client and financial data safe?
Security is absolutely paramount. Good cloud providers use strong encryption,
Yeah.
like AES 256-bit, both for data at rest and when it's moving.
Right.
They have disaster recovery measures, features like remote wipe if a device gets lost. It keeps sensitive info protected. Plus, it's often more cost-effective than maintaining physical servers and cuts down on paper.
It definitely seems like the upsides are significant. Speaking of real-world impact, the sources mention a case study, a property developer in the UAE using Oracle Cloud. What was their story?
Yeah, this developer was growing fast and realized they needed to streamline everything, get lead management, finance, marketing, all onto one integrated platform. Their big goals were better reporting, more productivity, and tighter financial control.
And how did the Oracle Cloud solution, implemented by Aspire Systems, help them get there?
Aspire put in Oracle Financials, Social Engagement, Marketing, and Sales Cloud, kind of in phases. The results were pretty striking. They saw a 50% cut in marketing campaign costs.
50%. Wow.
Yeah, they automated a lot of internal processes, which actually let them bring marketing in-house, saving on agency fees. The whole lead-to-cash cycle got automated, boosting employee performance and just supporting their overall growth. A key takeaway here is how that unified cloud platform broke down internal silos and drove major cost savings.
That 50% marketing cost reduction is massive. What specific benefits of having that integrated platform drove those kinds of results?
Well, it streamlined their entire sales process, improved how they managed their client database, automated tons of routine admin tasks. It also got marketing and sales working together better, which really boosted sales team productivity. They generated way more leads through various online channels, captured them effectively, and the finance team got more efficient because they had one single reliable source of data, better financial reporting, improved cash flow management, and just boosted employee productivity across the board.
It really sounds like CRM, customer relationship management, is a huge piece of this efficiency puzzle, especially focusing on the customer. For anyone not totally familiar, what exactly is a real estate CRM? Why is it becoming so vital?
Okay, so a real estate CRM is basically software built for the industry, often paired with marketing automation. It helps agents and brokerages manage their main business activities, sales, marketing, organizing info, reporting, and crucially, building and maintaining those customer relationships.
So it's the central hub for client interactions.
Pretty much. It's about nurturing leads effectively, tracking your sales pipeline, closing deals, and giving great customer support all the way through.
The sources had a really interesting statistic linking CRM use to income. Can you share that?
Yeah, it was quite telling. Recent data suggests over 60% of agents earning over $100,000 a year use CRM software. But on the flip side, about 65% of agents earning less than $35,000 a year don't use a CRM. Now, correlation isn't causation, obviously, but it strongly suggests a link between using these tools well and achieving more financial success. The top performers seem to get the value of organized client management.
That definitely makes you think. It highlights the potential bottom line impact, but you also mentioned building lasting relationships. Why is that particularly critical in real estate?
Trust is just fundamental, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are huge financial decisions people are making. Building strong long-term relationships builds that trust. That leads to repeat business and maybe even more importantly, referrals.
Right, word of mouth.
Exactly. Even if a client isn't buying or selling right now, staying connected via CRM keeps you top of mind for when they are, or when they know someone who is. It's playing the long game, becoming their go-to expert.
So it's about nurturing connections beyond just the immediate deal. What are some specific ways a CRM helps agents actually do that?
Well, it allows for better marketing through personalized campaigns. It streamlines lead tracking and automates sales tasks. It boosts overall productivity, especially for agents handling lots of clients. You can generate custom reports to track transaction details, spot buying trends.
Uh-huh.
It cuts down time spent on admin, improves organization because all client data is in one place, helps you focus on priority clients, plan your workload better, and track sales and marketing activities. And having all contact info centralized is key for automating communication.
Sounds incredibly comprehensive. What should a real estate pro expect to get from a good CRM system?
You should expect valuable insights into your business, tracking marketing campaign results, seeing which sales strategies work, monitoring agent performance. Real-time tracking of customer activity is key. And do they open that email? RSVP to the open house.
Okay.
It should integrate with other tools you use, like email marketing or cloud storage. And crucially, it improves customer relationships and service by giving you that complete view, client details, interaction history. That lets you offer personalized recommendations and automate communications like follow-ups, emails, calls for nurturing leads.
What specific features within a CRM do realtors tend to use the most day to day?
Pipeline and sales management features are vital, optimizing the sales process, spotting opportunities, detailed client profiles for storing and accessing all that client data easily, reporting and analytics to track performance and understand buying behavior.
Right.
Marketing automation is huge lead gen, email campaigns, SMS alerts, segmenting lists, and mobile access is absolutely critical for agents out in the field. Need to communicate and access info on the go.
I noticed the sources mentioned different types of CRM software. Can you quickly cover the main options?
Sure. The two main types are cloud-based CRM, accessible from anywhere online, often more cost-effective as the provider handles updates and maintenance.
Like SaaS.
Exactly, software as a service. The other is on-premise CRM, which you install and host on your own company computers, gives you more direct control over data. And there are also hybrid options, kind of combining both.
And when it comes down to choosing one, what are the key things to weigh up?
Budget is obviously a big one. Prices vary a lot. Then, the specific functionality you need, focus on tools that solve your business problems. And finally, user experience. It has to be easy to use. Otherwise, your team just won't adopt it effectively. Ease of use is crucial.
Okay, so as the industry leans more on digital tech, it unfortunately opens the door wider for cyber threats. How vulnerable is real estate, really, and what kind of sensitive data are we talking about?
Yeah, unfortunately, that digital transformation makes real estate a more attractive target. Companies handle a ton of sensitive stuff. Personal details of buyers, sellers, renters, financial data like credit scores, mortgage info, confidential transaction records.
It's a goldmine for criminals.
It really is. That wealth of personal and financial data makes the industry a prime target.
So what are the main cybersecurity risks that businesses need to have on their radar?
Data breaches are a huge one. They can lead to massive financial loss, serious damage to your reputation, legal trouble. Encrypting data and having strict access controls are vital, plus real-time monitoring for anything unusual. Phishing and social engineering are incredibly common, tricking employees into giving up info or clicking bad links. Cybersecurity training is non-negotiable, plus email filtering and a zero-trust policy, basically. Verify everyone and everything every time. Ransomware is another big threat. Criminals encrypt your data, demand money to unlock it. It can literally stop your business cold, lead to permanent data loss. Prevention means keeping systems updated, regular secure backups offline or separate cloud if possible, and good antivirus.
And what about all the smart home tech, IoT devices?
Yeah, IoT vulnerabilities are growing. Smart locks, thermostats, security systems. If they're not secured properly with strong, unique passwords, kept updated, and maybe isolated on a separate network, they can be an entry point for attackers.
It sounds like rental properties might have their own specific set of challenges, too.
They do. Phishing attacks targeting rental payments are common. Criminals posing as property managers or tenants. Staff and tenant education is key here, plus secure communication features in property management software, like two-factor authentication.
Okay.
Ransomware can hit property systems too, locking up tenant data, leases. Again, backups and incident response plans are crucial. And those smart rental devices, keyless entry, smart thermostats need regular firmware updates and strong passwords. Maybe managed to the property software.
So, faced with all these threats, what are the most important steps real estate businesses should be taking to protect themselves and their clients?
It really has to be a multi-layered approach. Employee training and awareness is foundational. It'll teach everyone to spot suspicious activity, phishing emails, how to report incidents, regular briefings, maybe even simulated phishing tests.
Yeah, practice helps.
Definitely. Data encryption, both stored and in transit, and strict access control. Only give people access to the data they absolutely need. Regular system updates and patching, ideally automated. Vulnerability assessments to find weaknesses proactively.
And multi-factor authentication,
Oh, it's
MFA.
absolutely essential. MFA adds that extra security layer beyond just a password, especially for accessing sensitive stuff. You also need a clear incident response plan. Know exactly what to do if an attack happens. Contain the threat, assess damage, recover systems. Practice that plan with cyber drills.
Okay.
And finally, vendor risk management. You need to check the security practices of any third-party providers who handle your sensitive data.
Okay, let's shift gears to something really exciting, virtual tours. This tech seems to be completely changing how people shop for properties.
Oh, absolutely. Virtual tours are a genuine game changer.
Yeah.
They let buyers explore properties remotely, which just blows past the old limitations of only doing in-person viewings.
How specifically do they enhance the way properties are showcased?
They provide a much more interactive, immersive experience. We're talking high-def images, 360-degree views.
Yeah.
You can virtually walk through the entire place.
You get a real feel for the layout.
Exactly. The flow between rooms, the general ambiance.
Yeah.
And buyers can navigate at their own speed, zoom in on details that matter to them.
Beyond just a better look, how do they help with reach and saving time?
They massively expand reach because someone can explore a property from literally anywhere in the world. Huge time saver for buyers who can pre-screen lots of places remotely before deciding which ones to visit in person.
Right.
And for sellers, it means the inquiries you get are likely more serious because people have already had a really good look online.
In an industry built on trust, how do virtual tours help build that transparency?
By giving such an authentic, detailed view of the property's condition and features, they build trust. Fewer surprises later on. They're also fantastic for showing off-plan properties once still being built. Buyers can visualize the potential before it's even finished.
It's interesting how all these technologies are converging. The sources mentioned others too, didn't they? Beyond cloud and virtual tours.
Yeah, definitely. AI and machine learning are being used more for market trend prediction, even for virtual customer service assistants. VR and AR, virtual and augmented reality, are taking visualization even further. Big data analytics for valuation and market analysis, drones for amazing aerial shots, and specialized property management software to streamline rentals. It's all moving fast.
It definitely feels like a big shift towards digital showings. There was a pretty powerful statistic in the sources about views on listings with virtual tours.
Yes, Realtor.com data showed listings with virtual tours get a staggering 87% more views than those without.
87%, that's huge.
It really is. It shows how powerful they are for just grabbing attention and boosting engagement. A virtual tour isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. For many serious buyers, it's an expectation.
So it gets more eyes on the listing, but how does it change how people interact with it, enhance engagement?
Well, they create that much more immersive feel. Sometimes using VR headsets for a really lifelike sense of being there. They often have interactive features too. Click on things, get more info, explore personally. That deeper engagement means buyers feel more connected. And as we mentioned, it can lead to a big jump in inquiries, sometimes up to 40% more.
That's a serious increase. And it makes sense a more detailed look probably builds buyer confidence early on.
Exactly. By providing those detailed views, reducing uncertainty, virtual tours boost buyer confidence, leads to better, more informed decision-making.
What tech advancements are making these tours so effective now?
AI is improving image quality, even personalizing tours. More sophisticated 3D walkthrough tech and virtual staging are making listings much more appealing, helping buyers visualize the space.
Virtual staging, like adding digital furniture.
Precisely. And crucially, mobile compatibility. Being able to view these tours easily on a phone or tablet from anywhere just makes them incredibly convenient and accessible, increases the reach massively.
Clearly big benefits for buyers. What about for the agents? What's in it for them?
Huge advantages. Cost and time savings, first off. Fewer physical showings needed. Lower travel costs. Streamlined process overall.
Right.
Expanded audience reach attracting out-of-town or international buyers. More interest overall. And ultimately, better quality leads and higher conversion rates. Some data suggests properties with virtual tours sell up to 31% faster. It's a real competitive edge.
Those are compelling numbers. So for agents wanting to use these effectively, what are the key strategies?
Invest in good quality technology and make sure your team is trained on how to use it and present it well. Then, promote the tours everywhere: website, social media, email, even QR codes on print materials.
Get the word out.
Definitely. And finally, ask for feedback. Find out what people liked or didn't like about the tour experience. Use that to constantly improve.
Looking ahead, what's next for virtual tours? Any trends emerging?
We'll likely see even more realistic, interactive 3D walkthroughs, more AI integration for personalization, and probably even more sophisticated virtual staging. They already offer a competitive advantage, and these advancements will just amplify that.
And it sounds like they're key in breaking down geographical barriers, too.
Absolutely. That
Yeah.
global market reach is huge. Catering to international buyers, people relocating, high-quality virtual tours promoted effectively online are essential for tapping into that wider market.
Well, after this deep dive, it's crystal clear. Cloud technology, virtual tours, they aren't just trends anymore. They are fundamentally changing the real estate landscape.
That's absolutely right. The advantages in efficiency, marketing reach, customer engagement, they're significant.
For anyone in the industry, professionals, even just buyers or sellers, understanding and adapting to these tech shifts seems absolutely crucial now.
Definitely. Embracing these tools means streamlined operations, stronger security, smarter decisions from data insights, and connecting with a much wider audience.
Well, The Learner, we really hope this deep dive into tech's impact on real estate has given you some valuable insights, maybe a few of those aha moments.
And here's a thought to leave you with. Considering how fast both cloud AI and these immersive virtual experiences are evolving, how might they actually converge in the future? Could they create entirely new ways of buying, selling, even experiencing property that we can't fully picture today?
It's definitely a fascinating question to mull over. We encourage you to keep exploring these technologies as they develop, and please share your own thoughts or questions with us.